24 celebrities who died in freak accidents. Jon Erik Hexum was an American actor and model, known for his lead roles in the TV series Voyagers and Cover Up, and his supporting role as Pat Trammell in the biopic The Bear. Jon Erik Hexum, death by blank cartridge gunshot. On October 12, 1984, the 26-year-old star of the CBS adventure series Cover Up died while filming that day, by an accidental self-inflicted blank cartridge gunshot to the head. Frank Silvera. Over the course of his 36-year career, he was cast in a wide variety of ethnic roles, in film and television. Silvera was nominated for a Best Actor Tony Award in 1963, for his role in The Lady of the Camellias. Frank Silvera, death by garbage disposal. Silvera died on June 11, 1970, after accidentally electrocuting himself while repairing a garbage disposal unit in his kitchen sink. He was 55. Rod Hull was an English comedian. He was a popular entertainer on television in the 1970s and 1980s. He is best known for his puppet Emu. He appeared notably on Parkinson, The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, and The Royal Variety Show. Rod Hull, death by TV antenna. Died March 1999. Hull was trying to adjust the television aerial on the roof of his bungalow at halftime during an Inter Milan vs Manchester United Champions League match, when he slipped and fell to his death through an adjoining greenhouse. Eric Fleming was an American actor, known primarily for his role as Gil Favor in the CBS television series Rawhide. Fleming, death by canoe. While filming a movie and 6 weeks into the location shoot in Peru, Fleming and co-star Nico Minardos were in a dugout canoe that overturned in the Huallaga River. Minardos managed to swim to safety. Fleming was swept away by the current and drowned on September 28, 1966, at age 41. Les Harvey. In 1969, Harvey joined Scottish band Cartoon to record some tracks for their second album. They would accompany Led Zeppelin on their live tour of the United States. He would then join Stone the Crows. Les Harvey, death by on-stage electrocution. During a concert in 1972, guitarist for Stone the Crows was electrocuted on stage in front of fans while tuning his guitar. Vic Morrow. Morrow was an American actor. He came to prominence as one of the leads of the ABC drama series Combat, 1962 to 1967, which earned him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Continued Performance by an Actor in a Series. Active on screen for over 3 decades. Vic Morrow, death by helicopter propeller. In 1982, during the filming of Twilight Zone the movie, Morrow and 2 child actors were killed by a helicopter rotor blade that ruptured during filming, as the helicopter hovered 24 feet above them and crashed to the ground. Charmaine Maxwell, professionally known as Maxie, was a Guyana-born singer-songwriter. Maxwell found fame in the mid-1990s after she formed the group Brownstone. Charmaine Maxwell, death by wine glass. The 1990s pop star died in her home in LA, after she tripped and fell backwards, falling onto her wine glass. The impact of the glass caused 2 fatal puncture wounds to her neck. Michael Kennedy. Michael was an American lawyer, businessman, and activist in Massachusetts. He was the 6th of 11 children to Robert F. Kennedy. Michael Kennedy, death by ski football. Michael Kennedy, son of Bobby Kennedy, was playing football on skis when he crashed into a tree. He died later in hospital. Isadora Duncan. Duncan was an American dancer who performed to great acclaim throughout Europe and the US. Isadora Duncan, death by scarf. While riding in a car, she died when the scarf she wore around her neck became trapped in the wheels and rear axle of the vehicle, pulling her from the car and breaking her neck. Natalie Wood. Natalie was an American actress who began her career in film as a child and successfully transitioned to young adult roles. She was married to Robert Wagner at the time of her death. Natalie Wood, death by drowning. In 1981, the West Side Story star drowned while sailing the coast of Catalina Island. She was found with bruises on her body, but her death was ruled an accidental drowning. Tennessee Williams. Williams was an American playwright and screenwriter. Along with contemporaries Eugene O'Neill and Arthur Miller, he is considered among the three foremost playwrights of 20th-century American drama. Tennessee Williams, death by bottle cap. In 1981, the American playwright was found dead in his hotel in New York, after choking to death on a plastic bottle cap. Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin was an American actor, known for playing Bobby in Hearts in Atlantis, 2001, Chekhov in Star Trek, 2009, Charlie Brewster in The Fright Night, 2011, and Jacob in Like Crazy, 2011. Anton Yelchin, death by parked car. In 2016, the actor was killed when he parked his car in his driveway and hopped out to check his mailbox. The car rolled down the driveway, pinning the actor against a fence and crushed him to death. Brandon Lee. Lee was an American actor and martial artist. Establishing himself as a rising action star in the early 1990s, he landed his breakthrough role as Eric Draven in the dark fantasy film The Crow, 1994. Brandon Lee, death by accidental shooting. On set of the movie The Crow, actor Lee was accidentally shot during a scene in which his character was supposed to be shot. Apparently the gun had a bullet stuck in the chamber, known as a squib load. When combined with gunpowder for the realistic effect, we see the result, a tragic death. David Carradine. In 2009, the actor was found dead in his hotel room in Bangkok where he was shooting his latest film, Stretch. Carradine was found by police naked and hanging by a rope in his room. His death was reported as an accidental autoerotic asphyxiation. Sonny Bono came to fame in partnership with his second wife Cher, as the popular singing duo Sonny and Cher. He was mayor of Palm Springs, California, from 1988 to 1992, and the Republican congressman for California's 44th district. Death by tree. The former singer and Palm Springs mayor died when he crashed into a tree while skiing in 1998. Christy McCole. You'll recognize Christy McCole's voice every Christmas on the radio, as the singer was famously known for her holiday hit, Fairy Tale of New York. Christy McCole, death by speedboat. In 2000, the British singer was killed by a speedboat propeller in Mexico as she protected her sons while they swam in the sea. Sherwood Anderson was an American novelist and short story writer, known for subjective and self-revealing works. Self-educated, he rose to become a successful copywriter, business owner, and writer. Sherwood Anderson, death by toothpick. During a cruise in South America in 1941, the American novelist became ill with abdominal pain and died. His autopsy showed he had swallowed a toothpick that caused severe internal damage. Beulah Bondi. The American film actress never married or had kids, but instead lived all alone with her cat, who would subsequently be the cause of her death. Beulah Bondi, death by house cat. In 1981, Bondi tripped over her cat and fell, breaking her ribs, which caused the actress to die from pulmonary complications. Natasha Richardson. In 2009, the British actress fell during a beginner's skiing lesson in Canada. After the fall, Richardson stood up and laughed off her injury and refused medical assistance. Natasha Richardson, death by skiing. The actress, who was married to Liam Neeson at the time, was transferred to hospital hours later for a head trauma and a brain injury, but died later in hospital. Mike Edwards. Edwards joined the Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, in 1972 and played with the band from their first live gig in Croydon until he departed, of his own choosing, in January 1975. Mike Edwards, death by hay bale. In 2010, the member of the ELO, Electric Light Orchestra band, died when a hay bale weighing 1,300 pounds rolled down a hill and landed on the van he was driving. William Holden. Holden was an American actor, and one of the biggest box office draws of the 1950s. Holden won the Academy Award for Best Actor for the film Stalag 17. William Holden, death by table. According to his autopsy, the American actor died in his Santa Monica apartment after he slipped on a rug while drunk and hit his head on his bedside table. His body was found 4 days later. Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini was a Hungarian-American escape artist, illusionist, and stunt performer, noted for his incredible escape acts. He was one of the biggest stars of his time. Harry Houdini, death by gut punch. The professional illusionist died after allowing 2 students to repeatedly punch him in the stomach. He would die days later in the hospital. They had visited Houdini before a show in his dressing room. Pete Conrad was an American NASA astronaut, aeronautical engineer, naval officer, aviator, and test pilot. Also commanded the Apollo 12 space mission, on which he became the 3rd person to walk on the moon. Pete Conrad, death by motorcycle. The 3rd man to walk on the moon, Conrad was killed in 1999 after he was thrown from his motorcycle while driving within the speed limit. He was 69 years old. Steve Irwin. Nicknamed the Crocodile Hunter, Irwin was an Australian zookeeper, conservationist, television personality, wildlife expert, and environmentalist. Steve Irwin, death by stingray. In 2006, Irwin was recording a documentary, Ocean's Deadliest, when a stingray stabbed the zoologist, puncturing his heart and causing him to bleed to death. He was 44 years old.